I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about you a lot lately, and I felt a strong urge to share a message with you. I had promised myself that I would take a week off from posting, but for the past 2 days, I've felt a strong pull to speak to you. It's like something inside me is pushing me to share something important with you. I didn't plan to share anything today, but here I am, doing it because I feel like it's something that needs to be said. Before we dive into the message, I want to take a moment to say thank you for all the support you've given me. I truly appreciate it, and I feel so connected to you right now. The energy I'm feeling from you, Pisces, is strong and uplifting. It feels like the universe is guiding me to share this with you because, for some reason, your energy is calling for attention right now. Old energies clearing out, new energies coming in for the past 2 days. I've been hearing something repeatedly in my thoughts. Old energies are clearing out and new energies are coming in. This is a powerful message, Pisces, and I feel like it's directly meant for you. You might be feeling like something is shifting around you or within you, and that's because this message is true. You are about to experience a transformation. It might feel like things are unsettled or that certain things are changing unexpectedly. Don't worry, this is all part of the process. Sometimes when old energies clear, it can feel uncomfortable because we're used to the old ways, even if they weren't serving us. But the clearing is necessary. Old habits, old relationships, old beliefs, everything that no longer aligns with your true self has to be cleared away. Only then can new, better things come in. This message is a reminder that even though change can be difficult, it's always for the best. It's also important to know that this energy shift is not just happening around you, but also within you. This is an inner transformation that you're going through. You're becoming more aligned with your higher self. You might not fully understand it right now, but trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring you closer to who you truly are. The changes you are experiencing are guiding you to a better version of yourself. Releasing what no longer serves you, one of the messages I'm receiving for you, Pisces, is that it's time to release things that no longer serve you. These could be physical things, like old clothes or items that hold sentimental value but don't serve you anymore. If you have clothes in your closet that you haven't worn in a while, it might be time to let them go. This is a simple but powerful act of letting go. By clearing out the old, you make space for the new. But releasing doesn't always have to be about physical things. Sometimes it's about releasing emotional baggage. If you're holding on to hurt from the past, anger, resentment, or fear, now is the time to let go of that too. These emotions can weigh you down and prevent you from moving forward. Trust that when you release what no longer serves you, you make space for new opportunities, new energy, and new experiences that are aligned with your highest good. The universe has a way of guiding us to release things when the time is right. If you've been feeling called to let go of something, whether it's an old item, a relationship, or a belief, it's important to listen to that call. Trust your instincts. The universe knows what's best for you, and sometimes that means gently guiding you to release things that no longer belong in your life. A message about letting go of the past. I also feel a very specific message for someone right now, and it's about letting go of something connected to a past relationship. And picking up on someone who is still holding on to a ring after a relationship ended, whether it was an engagement that didn't work out or a divorce. I'm not sure of the details, but I feel like this ring is still holding energy that ties you to the past. It's important to know that this is a moment of release for you. The universe is asking you to let go of this symbol of the past so that you can truly move forward. Maybe this means giving the ring back, selling it, or simply putting it away where you won't see it. The action isn't as important as the intention behind it. It's about releasing the attachment to the past so that you can make space for the future. I encourage you to speak to God about this. Ask for guidance. If you feel led to do something specific with the ring, trust that guidance. This is a personal journey, and only you can know what feels right for you. Letting go of relationships and situations along with releasing physical items or emotional baggage, I feel like some of you are also being called to let go of certain people or relationships. I keep seeing the number 6, which is a sign of change and transitions. It feels like some of you may be leaving people behind, whether it's friends, family members, or romantic partners. This can be a difficult process, especially if you've been holding on to these relationships for a long time. But understand that this is part of the natural flow of life. When we're ready to move to the next stage of our journey, the universe sometimes removes people from our lives to make space for the new. This can be hard, especially if we've become comfortable with certain people, even if those relationships are no longer serving our highest good. Trust that when people leave your life, it's for a reason. Don't fight the process. Allow the universe to work in your favor. Remember, this isn't about cutting people off out of anger or resentment. It's about recognizing that some relationships have run their course and that it's time to move forward. If you're feeling guided to distance yourself from someone, trust that it's for your own healing and growth. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up and support your highest potential. Facing obstacles and trusting the divine. If you've been facing obstacles in your life recently, whether it's in relationships, work, or personal growth, know that these challenges are part of the divine plan for you. You may feel like things aren't going your way, or that you keep getting rejected or facing roadblocks, but this is the hand of God guiding you. It's important to understand that rejection is not a failure, it's God's protection. When things don't go the way you expect, it's often because there's something better waiting for you. The obstacles you face are not signs that you're doing something wrong. They are opportunities for growth. Every no you receive brings you closer to the right yes. Every setback is helping you build resilience and strength. You might not understand it now, but later you'll see how everything unfolded perfectly to guide you toward your true path. If you're going through a difficult time, I want you to remember that this is not the end. This is just a chapter in your journey, and there is something greater waiting for you. Trust the process and trust that everything is happening for your highest good. God and the universe are always working in your favor, even when it feels like things are going wrong. Healing yourself before helping others. One of the key messages I'm receiving for you, Pisces, is that healing starts with you. If you want to help others or make a change in the world, it's important to first focus on healing yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you haven't healed your own wounds, it will be difficult to help others heal theirs. This healing process involves looking inward and being honest with yourself about the areas in your life that need attention. It's about being willing to confront your fears, your past, and your insecurities. Healing takes time, and it's okay to take small steps. The key is to start the journey and trust that each step forward brings you closer to a place of peace and wholeness. If you feel guided to isolate yourself for a time, do so. Sometimes we need space to heal and reflect. Don't be afraid to take that time for yourself. If you're being guided to disconnect from certain people or situations, listen to that guidance. Trust that it's helping you grow. The importance of trusting the process as you move forward on your journey. It's important to trust the process. You might not always understand why things are happening the way they are, but trust that there is a greater plan in motion. The universe has a way of working things out in ways we can't always see. So even when things don't go according to plan, know that they are happening for a reason. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. If you're facing challenges right now, I want you to ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? Every experience is an opportunity to learn and grow. Even when it's painful, it's helping you become the person you are meant to be. Keep moving forward, one step at a time, and trust that the lessons you are learning now will lead you to a better, brighter future. Healing from the past and childhood trauma. Finally, I feel like there are some deep wounds related to your past and childhood that need healing. It could be something that happened a long time ago that still affects you today. Maybe it's an experience that left you with unresolved pain. Or maybe it's something you've tried to bury because it's too difficult to face. But now is the time to face those wounds. Healing from childhood trauma is an important part of your growth. It may be painful to confront, but doing so will allow you to move forward with more peace and understanding. God is guiding you to release the past so that you can heal and move forward with strength. Understanding God's comfort and guidance. God's presence is with us at all times, especially when we face difficulties. It's easy to feel alone during tough times, but God's comfort and care are a constant. He uses life's challenges to guide us, helping us grow spiritually and emotionally. These challenges might not always make sense in the moment, but they're part of God's bigger plan for us. When things get hard, God may use his staff and rod to correct us. The rod, which can symbolize discipline, isn't meant to hurt us. It's meant to guide us back to the right path. In times when life feels overwhelming, the comforting part of God's guidance comes from His staff. This staff is like a shepherd's tool to keep the sheep close and safe. Likewise, God uses His staff to protect us, pull us back when we stray, and remind us that we are never alone. Even when we are faced with hard lessons, we can find comfort in knowing that God's love is always with us, even in our struggles. Part 2. Dreams and messages from God. Many people experience dreams that seem confusing or strange, but often these dreams carry messages from God. If you've been having recurring dreams or unusual visions, it might be a sign that God is trying to communicate with you. Some dreams might show you money, success, or abundance. This could be a sign that God is preparing you for a future where you're financially secure or are about to experience a shift in your life. For others, dreams involving children or your younger self could be an indication that you need to heal from past pain. Children in dreams often symbolize innocence, hope, and healing. If you see yourself caring for or interacting with a younger version of yourself or another child, it might mean that you need to address emotional wounds from your past. This could be childhood trauma, feelings of abandonment, or emotional scars that you have carried into adulthood. These dreams are an invitation to heal those parts of yourself that still need attention. Healing your inner child involves recognizing and addressing old emotional wounds that have impacted the way you live today. Maybe there were times in your childhood when you felt neglected, misunderstood, or even hurt. These experiences often shape how we view the world as adults. Healing these wounds is essential for moving forward and living a more peaceful, fulfilling life. Part 3. The struggle with depression and finding alignment. Sometimes people experience depression or emotional struggles because they feel out of alignment with their true self. Depression often occurs when we don't know who we are or where we're going. It's like being stuck between two places, unsure of which direction to take. This indecision can make everything feel heavier, and it can lead to feelings of hopelessness. When you're in a state of indecision, it can feel like you're neither here nor there, and that's when depression can set in. But there's hope. The key to breaking free from depression and emotional struggles is to make a decision to heal. When you choose to take control of your life and align yourself with your true self, you start to move toward better mental and emotional health. This means acknowledging your pain, facing your fears, and doing the hard work of healing. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with a decision. You may need to release old habits, thought patterns, and even relationships that hold you back. This process of letting go can be difficult, but it's necessary for your growth. It might mean cutting ties with toxic people or leaving behind situations that no longer serve your higher purpose. Once you release these negative influences, you can make space for new blessings to enter your life. Part 4. Letting go and trusting God. The idea of letting go can be scary for many people. We often hold onto things, people, or situations because they're familiar or because we fear change. But holding on to what's not serving us only prevents us from growing. Sometimes God asks us to release things in order to make room for something greater. This could involve leaving behind old friends, old ways of thinking, or even old dreams that no longer align with your purpose. God is always asking us to trust Him. When we release the things that are no longer in alignment with His plan for us, we make space for His blessings. Trusting God means letting go of control and allowing Him to take the lead. It means admitting that we don't have all the answers, but we trust that God knows what's best for us. This trust is the key to unlocking the blessings God has in store for us. If you've made a wish or prayed for something, whether it's a job, money, or success, God is ready to bless you. However, these blessings won't come until you've done the work to prepare yourself. That means healing from your past, aligning yourself with your true self, and trusting God to guide you. When you make that decision to trust, you open yourself up to receiving the blessings that God has waiting for you. Part 5. Embracing your destiny and purpose. You have a purpose in this life, a unique calling that only you can fulfill. God has created you for something special, and it's important to recognize that your life is part of a bigger picture. You are meant to make a difference in this world, and your purpose will bring you fulfillment and joy. However, this journey requires faith and perseverance. There will be times when the path feels uncertain, but trust that God is leading you toward your destiny. He has a plan for you, even when things don't seem to make sense. And part of that plan involves using your gifts and talents to help others. You may have a special ability to heal, whether it's through your words, your actions, or your energy. These gifts are meant to be shared with others, and by using them, you'll help others heal too. Part 6. Healing from inner child trauma. One of the most important aspects of personal growth is healing from your past. This includes healing from childhood trauma and any emotional wounds that have carried over into adulthood. These wounds can show up in many ways, including self-doubt, fear, or feelings of unworthiness. They can also impact how you relate to others and how you view yourself. Healing your inner child means addressing these wounds with love and compassion. It means taking the time to care for the parts of yourself that were neglected or hurt in the past. This process might involve therapy, self-reflection, or working through your emotions in a healthy way. It may also involve forgiveness, both forgiving others and forgiving yourself. When you heal your inner child, you unlock a new level of emotional freedom. You start to see yourself as whole, deserving of love and happiness. And as you heal, you make room for new opportunities and blessings to enter your life. Part 7. Overcoming obstacles and trusting the journey. On your journey to healing and self-discovery, you will face obstacles. These challenges are not signs that you're on the wrong path, they're opportunities to grow and become stronger. Every obstacle is a lesson, and each lesson brings you closer to your true self. You might feel discouraged at times, but remember that God is with you through every challenge. He is guiding you, teaching you, and protecting you. Trust that every obstacle you face is part of the bigger plan. Sometimes, the most difficult times are the ones that prepare us for the greatest blessings. Stay focused on your goals and keep faith that God will guide you through. Even in the toughest moments, God's hand is at work. He's shaping you into the person you're meant to be, and He's preparing you for the blessings that are on the way. Part 8. The importance of letting go of the old to embrace the new. As you move forward in your life, you'll realize that certain things need to be released. This could be old habits, relationships, or ways of thinking that are no longer serving you. Holding on to the past will only hold you back from embracing the new. Letting go is a powerful act of faith. It shows that you trust God to bring something better into your life. The old way of living has gotten you this far, but there's more ahead. By releasing what no longer serves you, you're making space for the new opportunities and blessings that God wants to bring into your life. Embrace the new life that's coming your way. Trust that the changes you're going through are leading you to something better. And as you let go of the old, be open to the new friendships, new opportunities, new ways of thinking, and new ways of living. Part 9. Embracing your spiritual gifts. You have spiritual gifts that are meant to help you and others. These gifts are unique to you and are part of your purpose. Whether you're a healer, a teacher, or someone who brings joy and peace to others, your gifts are meant to be shared. Embrace them and trust that they are a part of God's plan for you. You may have already noticed signs or messages from God in your dreams, in your thoughts, or through other people. These are ways that God is communicating with you and guiding you towards your purpose. Pay attention to these signs and trust that you're being led in the right direction. Part 10. Conclusion. The power of trust and faith. Your journey is just beginning. And while it may feel uncertain at times, trust that you are being guided toward greatness. God has a plan for your life, and He will never leave you. As you let go of the old, heal from your past, and trust in God's guidance, you will see the blessings unfold. Keep faith in yourself and in God. Embrace the journey and know that everything you need is already within you. You have a purpose to fulfill, and with God by your side, you will get there. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and trust the process.